And here's how to never make a sale again.
Welcome to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, where world changing spiritual entrepreneurs come to deeply awaken the power within to bring forth their greatest purpose, while enjoying being in tune with all life and real wealth in all aspects of their lives. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman.
All right, I'm so grateful to be here with you again for Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Again, we've got an amazing show ready for you. We're going to talk about how you can just absolutely never have to make a sale again, or so it could be the title is meant to evoke a sense of that, the idea that you don't have to make sales. It is designed in that way, but it's also designed to help you realize that there are ways you can be where you'll never receive sales again. so, so the fun of both, the juxtaposition of both of those ideas within the title I want to play with today. And I actually do have 10 ways at least. I have many more I could put in, but 10 ways that you can be absolutely invincible in making sure you never make sales again. Why is this important? Why does it matter? Why the heck would I talk about this? Because our brain is so used to hearing all day long about what you should do to make sales. Do this, do this, do that. This is use my method. You got to speak. You got to email people. You got to got to do the triple close or whatever. I don't know, like all the techniques, all the strategies to make, all the mindset. Mindset's what gets you sales and all the different things we hear again and again, like what's going to make it happen, the next level of sales or to get sales in the first place. And it's a drumbeat that we just hear ceaselessly in the marketing that we receive all the time. So I thought do something different. And the power of talking about how not to make sales points to how to make sales, how to receive more in that realm, because our brain there is a hard wiring towards, how things are not working and to look for danger, like what could, cause starvation or danger to us. So it's we're constantly monitoring everything in our life for that, even if we're not thinking about it.
Do you want to meditate and make money? Let it be simple. Let it be easy. Let it be fun. Go to yoursacredpurpose.com and get your free Meditate Make Money meditation today.
Like part of our being is constantly scanning and monitoring for problems. And so when we start talking about, what not to do to have a sale, because many of you feel a bit of intimidated at times by sales, or really intimidated, some of you that may be up and coming and maybe not have a lot of sales in your business yet. So there is a fear factor, and there's many, we could do a whole show on that too, how, you wonder if you're good enough and if you're going to become a fraud, be known as a fraud or something, all these different ideas. So, but when we focus on like how you would not be, able to receive any sales if you did these things, like you absolutely could nail that. It's going to help your brain like figure out how you want to make sales. Okay, so let's get into it. And then you'll learn how to never have to feel like you're making a sale again. And the process is my intention. So here we go. I've got some notes, but I'm talking to you otherwise like I'm a coach. Imagine if I were coaching you, which I am on a one-to-one level, very selective about who I work with. But imagine if I was your coach, you'd be hearing me talk to you along these lines. Okay. Like that's how I look at this. Like I'm having a private coaching session with you, and I happen to have notes on this topic. Okay. So the first thing, in my opinion, okay, this is according to Daniel John Hanneman, this is how never to make a sale again. Number one, decide you're never going to have fun. Just don't have any fun. Like everything, just do it because everybody in the marketplace told you this is the way to do it. Create the YouTube channel, even though it's not fun for you. Um, go ahead and set up a funnel, for people to enter into, even though you'd rather die than to create it, do it anyway. Because after all, where you meet your sense of dread and like misery, like of course is where you'll thrive and prosper, because that's outside your comfort zone, right? Yeah. So just Make sure you're always outside your comfort zone, not having any fun whatsoever. And yeah, you can be assured you'll never make any sales, because guess what? That takes all the air out, all the oxygen out of it for a good energy to exist, for you to be magnetic and to receive new customers, new people, new clients that want to work with you. So if you want to, one of the surefire ways to defeat yourself and the vibrancy of your life is to start choosing everything that's not fun. Go for it. If you absolutely hate the idea of like doing social media all day, please do it anyway, because that way you'll never make a sale again. Isn't that, wouldn't that be great? Then you won't have to worry about sales and customers and all that sloppy stuff. So seriously, I mean, but then if you think of it on the flip side, now that you got that really drilled in there for a moment into your cognition and your neurology, into your brain, now you're going to think about, oh man, what is fun? What is fun for me? Like, and that would be one of your metrics. Like, what's fun for me to choose? The most successful people I know that have the most success, whether it's sales or anything else, they're having fun doing it. It's not that they dread it typically. Yeah, there's always exceptions. People have been really good at something they hated. That's possible, but for the vast majority of us, that doesn't happen. We are not going to see success without having fun. All right. The next thing is just, never make an offer again. Never offer your services. Please do not offer your services. If you do, you're going to risk selling. So, anything more than 0 is kind of like a real danger. So don't make any offers, please. Stay safe. Stay safe. Do not make offers. All right. Because imagine you were making like, even one offer a week, man, somebody might buy, like, even if you totally screwed it up, like the offer, like you put out an email offer, if you talk to somebody on an enrollment call, man, somebody might sign up, even if you screw it up. Like, it's possible to say yes, and you'd be rude to rebuff them, right? Oh my God. So don't make any offers. Now, on the flip side, then if we take that to the other side, man, if we start making more and more offers, which is always what I talk to people about, so when they're not at a certain level of sales already, usually the remedy is first to look at making more offers. And even people that are doing really well sometimes need to offer more, even if it's through their emails, or they're not sending out maybe enough emails through their campaigns, there's people, a lot of campaigns that are very successful that the first 12 emails don't sell anything. You've got to keep at it, guys. You can't be defeated. Like, making more offers isn't going to work, so I'll stop making offers. That'll make me more sales. That doesn't make any sense, right? So, but yeah, if you want to never make sales again, stop making offers. If you want to make a lot of sales, then you just need to, one of the formulas anyway, is to make many more offers, lots more offers. Okay. All right. The third thing is be invisible. Do not let anybody know who you are, what you do. Do not, for sure, don't tell them anything about your gifts, your abilities, your knowledge, your wisdom, your expertise, how you help people, like all those things. Just, go in a cave somewhere, meditate, just, we can't risk you making any sales. Make sure no one can find you. Go somewhere like the highest mountain, the deepest cave, Osama bin Laden, make what he did look like it was nothing compared to what you're going to do. No one's going to find you. No, nobody will even hear of you. In his case, he was famous. Lots of people knew about him. He was a huge target. But if you make sure no one's hearing about you anymore and nobody cares about you because nobody's heard about you and you're being invisible, that's the best way. So it's it's very risky to be visible whatsoever. Do not become visible. Okay. All right. So the flip side of that, now that you've identified, like, my God, yeah, we need to do that in order not to make sales. And that's what a lot of people do. They try to stay at some level of invisibility. Again, those that are at like, lower amounts of clients and money coming in, you have to up your visibility. How can you get that experience where, even though there's like gazillions, I just heard there's like 7,000 ads or marketing messages we see it per day, like it's more than ever before. But even with all that going on, it's a little bit more, there are more messages. So it is a little bit more like people are bombarded. There used to be a very easy effect to be experienced as being everywhere because there wasn't as much stuff going on out there on the web around being a coach or a healer, or like most of you are in those type of categories. But nowadays, yeah, still, if you keep showing up, people will notice eventually, right? You're on a summit, then you're on a live, then you're being, you're doing a JV with somebody, your emails are going out, you're on podcasts, you start doing all these different things in a synergistic effect of all of it and doing multiple campaigns throughout a year, sometimes overlaying each other a little bit. Man, you're going to start, and then you do Facebook ads, you do all these different ads on top of it, and you got the PR going, you got all these things going. Eventually, it's like, man, I keep hearing about this person 2, 3 times this week from multiple sources. I hear from other people here and there, but the more you're seen, the more people have more touch points with you, the more you're seen as credible, as the authority and what you have to share. And just trust it, believe it or not, the more attention you get at some levels, you're more trusted because you're more of a known quantity. Unless, what they know you for is that you're untrustworthy. That's different. But even then, if you keep showing up, more likely they're going to give you their trust eventually, potential customer or client. All right. So be visible, and be visible as much as possible is a great strategy to create more sales for sure. Okay, the next thing is, okay, this is number 4 on the list. Out of 10, I'm going to do no email list, please. Don't get one of these email list things, all these MailChimp and whatever, all these different, email services. Don't get one of those. Do not build a database. That's insane. What you should do instead is absolutely do not allow people to opt in for anything. That's too risky. They might get more connected with you. You might start sending them messages, things like messages, like things that might be helpful to them, and also get them wanting maybe to want to do something with you. Maybe they want to give you their money. Oh my God, do not allow that to happen. I mean, so no email list. I mean, an email list might actually open doors because, when you have an email list, people get more interested in you, like people that could promote you and you could, maybe do something together with, or you could be on their stages, etc. So email list is absolutely no good. Yeah. Okay. So having an email list is still one of the most predictable, best ways to consistently get sales, because it's people that have come to know you, and there's time, all of us to have email lists, have people, yes, that might come on the email list that are excited, they want to buy right away. But, there's another portion, and, some of us would say even more so. For me, I would say that, it all depends, but on what you're selling and what your jam is, but and how good you are at marketing. But you get a lot of the sales right away if you do things properly, gets people really excited up front. They want to jump right in with you right away to work with you because they're excited about who you are and what you are. But some people need to warm up to you. So if they're on an email list over time, something eventually is going to hit them at the right time, the right moment, in the right way, with the right angle, the right energy, and they're gonna, the right price point, maybe even, and they're just gonna be like, that's a fit. I'm going for it. So email list is an excellent, excellent way to increase your sales especially if used properly, of course. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, shut down all your social media channels. I mean, after all, isn't it insane? Like, our lives definitely can't be any better with social media, number 1. Number 2, it is risky because if you're on there, you might connect with somebody that actually might want to work with you. So you definitely don't want to be going on there ever. And you definitely don't want to post. You definitely don't want to DM. You definitely don't want to do any of that. People are annoyed by your posts. They're annoyed by your DMs. people just want you to leave them alone. They don't want to see you on a live, don't do it. No YouTube, no LinkedIn, no Facebook, no IG, no bragging, no talking about your successes. Yeah, don't do any of that. Just shut it all. Just get off of all of it. Okay. Because you risk people wanting to work with you. Okay. So the flip side of that is if you even take one of those specific things, you go into LinkedIn and you work that diligently, you can create more and more sales. There is the idea of working all the different social media channels at one time to create sales, which that's great. Usually it's better to, if you're going to be on multiple channels, to work one more rigorously. Like I'm on Facebook a lot, relative to everything else. I'm more active there. So it's good to work one rigorously. And then, the idea with different marketing channels is if you get really good at working that rigorously and then you want to expand later to other channels, you're going to try to automate, whatever you're doing in that specific social media channel as much as possible, or simplify it to where now you can really focus on another channel, or or you just continue to double down on one. I mean, one can be enough. But it's good to be on, all the different major platforms. And so like I'm on, all the particularly major ones, right? X and Facebook, IGs, LinkedIn, all the most major ones. So YouTube. So, yeah. And then you do want to be, you want to be posting out. People have all these formulas. You should post 3 times a day and you got to always do it in a certain way and everything. So that'd be a whole nother course in itself, but you definitely want to do things where people are naturally wanting to work with you. I mean, by sharing good information, good energy, and then a lot or occasionally, again, making those offers on social media directly. That's where a lot of people are getting clients these days. Bottom line, it's so simple. Just offer free something or another that's direct conversation with you to get on a call that's an enrollment, or you can offer free information. You can follow up with them or not, after that. Free information to help them with a specific problem or issue in their life. You could collect emails from them for doing that, have them opt into something if you wanted to or not. There's so many, that's a big conversation, right? Social media is a huge pond. All right, the next one is do not speak. Do not come up with a talk. Do not go on podcasts. Do not become a podcast host. Do not speak up. Do not go on stages. Do not, it's forbidden. That is way too risky. Someone might want to work with you. All right, so we do not want to be out there speaking. Yeah, speaking is definitely one of the, if you really, really are intentional and really focused on speaking, yeah, I mean, other than maybe social media is probably, if done properly, just in terms of being able to grow a business, probably the fastest way these days you can build your business. But outside of, and it depends on the person though, I think. And then, but if that weren't the case, historically, the fastest way to build your business is through speaking. People that build that connection and desire to work with you is through the oldest, medium of all time of connecting and communicating with each other, which is I'm speaking to you and you're listening, right? So when you do that, like that's when people want to work with you. They like what you've got to say and you've got cool things to share or helpful, very precise things to share, depending on your subject matter and what you do. But like, sharing and speaking is the fastest way. And then if you get really strategic about it, you can really leverage that into a lot of business fast. And then there's all the speaking too on the social media channels. So all the Facebook Lives are a great way to get new clients. There's so many different speaking opportunities. So, I mean, the key with speaking is to be doing it. And then there's all the rest, all the different things. And then you guys, with any selling, you always want to think about okay, to my market, if you got to know your market, all the usual basic marketing, But then what's the most irresistible magnetic offer I can create for my market? Right? So like for me, I would be creating some new ones, meditate and make money. A lot of my market wants it to be more of a connected, authentic way to let money come in. So meditate, make money. I always talk about meditate, make money. So I've got a meditate, make money gift. Okay. So like when I mentioned that gift, and I'm speaking right now, right? Like X number of you are, if you're never heard of that offer before, or you haven't taken advantage of it before, you might now. You'll be like, he's kind of fun, or I kind of like the way his approach or whatever. Like, and then so you're gonna go check it out, because once you get connected, you open up your energy field and you let the downloads come in. Look out, you're gonna get answers that'll allow you to let the channels of opportunity to come to you to make money. Because one new idea is all it takes. You could become a multi-millionaire truly if you open up and you let the channel of connected energy flow through you. So anyway, so that's a good opportunity to share that with you, right? See it, just throw it right in there in the flow. And then the next thing is, and then I can do things like this. I could be like, and while it's on my mind, if you email me from the autoresponder when you get your free meditate, make money meditation, which is a proven meditation to make more money. It is. There are people that are using it. They're making more money. Contribute. Say that this is actually, people are making good money. Say that this is my foundation for making more money. My business last year, 2 years or more. You gotta pay attention to that, right? Then once you opt in, if you send me an email, you say, "Hey, I'm interested in a 15-minute make more sales energy scan." You send that to us. There's X amount of slots I have available for that each week that I'm in town or around. If you email me, guess what? I can consider to give you one, but only if my guidance says yes. So then it's perfect, right? Then it's just like, I'll only be meeting with those of you that I feel like are for real, like wanting to make more sales, that are a good fit to be talking with me. So, to make more money, make more sales, I should say, make more sales energy scan. So I'll tune into your energy to see and tune into your strategy as well a little bit, to see how you could be making more sales. All right. So go ahead and email us about that. And at a minimum, you'll get on my email list so that you could keep hearing about cool new shows like this. And all what I have to offer is, an energy scan trainer that's all about sales and also serving people at deeper levels, and intuitive business coaching, etc. All right. So what's next? Okay, let's do it. Number 7. Well, if you're very you constantly change your mind about what you're marketing and what you're going to do, us creatives like me, I've been guilty of that, so to speak. I think it's okay to a degree, but everything's got to be really connected. If you're just all over the place with your mind and your passions, just throwing stuff out there and nothing takes root, you're not going to make sales. So keep changing your mind. Don't let anything take root so that it can take off and really sell well. The minute no one buys, give up. Keep changing your mind. No, this isn't working. No, that isn't working either. Get really excited for a day and then change your mind. Sell something else. All right. Keep changing your mind. No, change your mind again. No, don't stay with that. No, don't be that. So you got to be extremely open. You got to keep changing it every day. Change your business every day. Therefore, change your mind every day. That is going to create massive sales. Oops, no, it won't. That's what the whole point, right? Don't make massive sales. Okay, they'll make sure you don't get sales. Okay, if you want to make really good sales, really, really an amazing company, you have to make some really strong choices and stick to them. Okay, things may change. You may need to innovate, but you can't constantly be changing your mind. The most successful people in the world make a decision of where they're going with an idea, and they see it through to the end. Do they maybe modify some things along the way? For sure, but they don't constantly change their mind. You want to make more sales? Stop changing your mind constantly about how you serve and who you serve and what you're going to be doing and what your price points are and all that stuff, right? Okay. Which leads me to number 8, which is no confidence. Please, no confidence, which could lead to the most insidious thing ever, which is called enthusiasm, which is God in your face, which means people may not be able to help themselves, but to want to work with you because everybody wants more confidence and would like some more enthusiasm in their life. They want to experience that sense of increase in life from confidence and enthusiasm. So absolutely do not show any of that because people might want to work with you. Okay. I want to buy something from you. Do not show confidence in your product or your services. Don't show confidence in anything that you're about. Okay. Now, on the flip side, if you lean into really being confident, even when you think you shouldn't be confident sometimes, you're hesitant to be confident because you're afraid you might blow it, then you're going to see more sales because people know you're not infallible, but they just feed off your confidence. People want more confidence in this world of all the fear, all the doubts that are going on in the world. Confidence is absolutely at a premium right now, true confidence. Now, there's a lot of people that talk a lot of stuff and seem like they're confident, but real rooted confidence and specific confidence in what you do, your specific gifts, your specific calling, your specific purpose and why you're doing it, being really confident in your mission, that is irresistible. You keep talking about that. I'm going to be doing this. Like for me, I'm like, I'm going to take at least 100 more people through my energy scan training in the next 12 months, at least. And then that's like my minimum number. I'm like, heck, it could be 1,000 people, could be 1,000 people or more. Energy scan training. Why does it matter? It matters because people want to be able to use their intuitive and psychic gifts, their infinite connection and intelligence with source. And I have tools and ways of doing that through energy scan technique that I teach in my training, and that you can utilize it as a catapult yourself into serving people at deeper levels, and also to be able to create more sales, to be able to offer some energy scans and for the right people, right, at the right time, and that those people would want to work with you because of the way you can tune into them. So yes. I'm so enthused and confident about that because I've seen it work for hundreds and hundreds of people from the direct trainings I've done. And then it's impacted many thousands of people's lives because many other people have gotten versions of energy scanning training. And also, all the people have been impacted by receiving energy scans, which is only who knows how many, tens and thousands of people, I would imagine, easily. So, okay, so lay on some enthusiasm for your purpose and mission, people. Come on now. That'll generate more sales. All right, number 9. Okay, so number 9 is be really wishy-washy. So it's related a little bit to number 7, which was change your mind, but really be wishy-washy about the kind of results that you might be able to bring into people's lives through your product or service, which most of you are service-based primarily. Oh, this could help you, but I'm not sure. And, like there could be wishy-washy there, or you could be wishy-washy about decisions you're going to make in your business. So it's kind of related to the other ones, but another one I wanted to add in and come from the angle of being wishy-washy. I think I'm going to join that new program that could help my business, but I'm not sure. Let me sleep on it. And then you're like, let me look into it again. And no, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't do it. I'm not sure. I think I might launch a new program. No, so it's sort of like changing your mind. They're very related, but like, yeah, just never really being connected, really. I mean, you're just not connected. You would not be wishy-washy if you were connected with your mission, your purpose, and you were listening to your guidance fully from that place and being as expanded as possible. The wishy-washiness tends to disappear. Like you're just like, okay, this is yes, that's a no. You're very decisive and clear about things. You don't kind of stay in the gray zone is what I'm trying to say. So it's sort of like changing your mind, but it's also just kind of vacillating on things. Okay, so be as wishy-washy as possible if you want to help kill sales and not have sales. If you don't want to, if you want sales, you better stop being wishy-washy. Be declarative. You can stay open when you're not clear on something, But when the answer comes, it will, when you hold presence, you listen in from your intuition, from your guidance, you jump on things. You jump on whatever it is. You jump on making offers to people. You jump on, staying home. You jump on getting on that train. You jump on, whatever it is. You hire the coach. You don't hire the coach. You get clear and you're decisive. All right. So all those things can help you a lot. And with sales, if you stop being wishy-washy. And then the last one is, let other people figure you out. Do not be too clear about what you do. Yeah. I mean, as long as you're really, really vague about how you help people, I like to help women. They're middle-aged. Typically they have some kind of emotional situations. Yeah. And I just help them to deal with their emotions. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if do you know anybody like that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So oh, let me tell you how I would help you. I do Reiki and it's powerful. It really brings you healing energy and people just feel lighter. And sometimes it actually helps things to change in their life. Like sometimes it does something called healing, where maybe like the problem they've been having isn't there anymore. Yeah. I mean, it's like that. Would you like some Reiki? Okay. Like, make it really hard for people to understand what the heck you're saying and how it might help them, etc. Be really mysterious and vague. That will be really, really good at stopping sales. Yes. Now, if you want to be really magnetic, you can get extremely niched, right? Like I help, XYZ people in exactly this situation to achieve XYZ results. You're extremely specific so people don't have to do any guesswork and they know. So I help, okay, so what my jam is I help women who have experienced abortions to, deal with their deep grief of, they have the conflicted feelings or grief that they're having around having abortions, um, and to come to peace with it, with all the different feelings that they had about it. That there's just a real need for these specific people that maybe are having some issues around that to clear those issues. And maybe that's not the best example, but or you help dads that are you know put on weight because they've been taking care of kids and been working a lot and they haven't been to the gym and they've been eating crap. I help them to actually start to take care of themselves through a specific protocol of exercise and dieting plus mindset that's specifically designed to nurture dads. That's how I help. There's a specific mindset that helps them to take care of themselves. I help them with their specific psychological needs that helps flip the switch so that they'll want to take care of themselves and get in the best shape of their life as a result. Something like that, like something that's much more specific versus, yeah, I kind of help these dads that like are having problems with overeating and just, they're out of shape and, I just kind of guide them along to improve their situation. That's what I do. So that seems, there's a difference between the two, right? Impromptu, maybe these aren't the sharpest examples ever, but it gives you an idea. The more specific you can get, in fact, here's the 10 ways that this helps, or 3 ways, let's say even, that this helps these dads. Number one, the pain that it takes away is that they feel guilty. I take away the guilt they have around taking care of themselves, rather than always devoted to taking care of their families and providing for them. Number two, I take away the pain of them feeling like, maybe the only pleasure they can get is by taking some time off to lay around and eating some food. I take away that problem. So the third thing, see what I mean? Like you go through the specific issues, you make it really clear that you know who these people are, what they're dealing with, and that you've got a solution for those things. I mean, you could outline the solution sometimes a little bit, or even totally, or you can just speak to the issues and say, generally you'll speak about, point to the solution at a minimum, and that you have more to share with them, right? And when they join the program, when they, coach with you or whatever it is. So, all right. So that gives you a very clear idea, hopefully. So with all that being in mind, then I hope this helps you to see how you can be a master in never making sales again, while seeing how you could totally be making more sales if you do just the opposite of these 10 things I just went through. Not having fun, have fun. Never making offers, make lots of offers. Being invisible, be visible. No email list, have an email list and build it up. Shut down social media, grow your social media. Do not speak every chance you get, or to your specific audience where they hang out. Change your mind constantly. All right, be decisive and don't change your mind so much. No confidence, be fully confident in what your mission and your purpose, what you're doing, why you're doing your business, and specifically to your gifts and abilities, etc. Be wishy-washy versus being out of the gray zone, be a yes or a no, or just open. Let people figure you out, be mysterious, make it hard for people to figure out how you help them, what you do, or, versus being very specific, taking all the guesswork out for them so they don't have to try to work so hard to figure out if you can help them or someone make it really clear to them. For example, again, with the energy scan training, which is the thing I'm most passionate about right now, outside of, this these podcasts I'm really passionate about too, but really passionate about energy scan training. It is for healers and coaches that are spiritual and connected and know they have an intuition, but they don't have the confidence or the specific skill set of tuning into people's chakras and energies and their deeper pain. And they want to be able to do that so they can actually serve people in a deeper way, that they want to have more confidence in their capacities to serve people at a higher level. And they want to also have a system through, tuning into people that allows them to increase their sales in a fun, joyful way by offering something unique in the marketplace, other than just a discovery call. They specifically can tune in, like a mechanic or a doctor, into the people's specific issues and offer a prescription based and tailored around your specific expertise, knowledge, wisdom, and gifts. That's what energy scanning is going to help you do. And moreover, what it's helping you to do is to get out of this sense of, I don't have confidence, I'm not connected. And it helps connect you with source at a whole nother level, because the unique energy scan technique I teach connects you at another level. That's unlike other ways you connect: meditation, yoga, breath work, and all these other things. Those all do it in their own way. This does it in a way that's profound, that makes life funner, makes life more expanded than ever before. And it gives you more opportunities to get in front of more people and more clients, which, the pain point would be like, man, it doesn't feel like fun to offer my services, like, to people, or assessments or discovery calls. Like, it's not fun to make the offer for people to get on a call with me. Whereas with an energy scan, it is now, right? So you see how, like, me talking about energy scan training, like, I've got a passion for it, because my number one passion is we're all infinite. And the more people tune in to the infinite and utilize it to scan into people, and then utilize your infinite power to make shifts in people's energy fields from energy scanning, which I also teach within my training, which is another thing that people are seeking to want to tap into more. That, that people are, that this mission, this purpose to wake people up to who they are, is like the core motivation I have. And I have a lot of enthusiasm about it, and I bring that into a specific portal now, which I have for years. I just took some time away from energy scan trainings there for a few years, but, now I'm ready to reach more people than ever before with it, and in new ways that excite me, that are fun. Getting back to the whole sales conversation, and so you see, like, I have the enthusiasm, I have some specifics of who it's for, and how it's going to help them, etc. So, and then I'm declarative. I'm got specific targets, how many people I want in, and every day I know what I need to do next to bring more people into my trainings. And so I'm going to keep working that system. Like I've worked other systems, of things I've been selling. And so when you could do that, we get all these elements together, you do become rather rather invincible in making sales. If you want to learn how to be more invincible with your sales, again, get your free make money meditation. Go ahead, send me a reply, a message in the subject. Just put in getting your energy scan to make more sales energy scan, 15 minutes, make more sales energy scan. All right. And then, and just send it to me. See, I'm just being authentic. I'll be in the moment. I didn't have a script on an offer, for this podcast, whether it's right or wrong. I just didn't have it, but I'd love to be impromptu with a certain amount of what I'm doing. Yet I had my points down. See, so I'm always discovering more about what delights me. And the more I'm delighted, I find the more people want to be around me. The more people want to be around me, the more people want to come deeper and to work with me. They want to invest in who I'm being, right? Not just what I'm delivering only, but that's huge, but also like who I'm being. They want to experience more of that. If you're one of those people, I'm looking forward to connecting more with you. And either way, I look forward to seeing you guys again and again here on this beautiful podcast. You listening into the podcast again and again, depending on how you're taking this in. And I'm just so grateful for you showing up, realizing there is an authentic path. There is a connected path to be where you feel like you're serving a mission and a purpose with every single contact, every single offer, rather than you're just trying to make money and make a sale. And that way you'll never have to make sales again. Ta-da! We did it. We did. We served both of the ideas of the title of this show right there. All right. Okay. Everybody, it's been a delight to share with you. And as I always say at the end of every show, keep on tuning in and we'll keep on rocking it here at Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Till next time, everyone.
For listening to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, stay tuned for our next upcoming new episodes each Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review to help us to serve you best. As a reminder, you can get your free Meditate and Make Money meditation at www.yoursacredpurpose.com to rock your sacred purpose. Goodbye for now, everybody.